Sometimes when they occur in the West, people don't want to talk about them because they're embarrassed, because there's a lot of academic disbelief in miracles here. I have gotten a lot of accounts from the West, but in terms of parts of the world where they haven't bought into Hume's argument that miracles don't occur or can't be shown to occur, in those parts of the world there's not so much of a prejudice against them, and often you have inadequate medical care in those places too, where people are desperate for miracles. And I think for those of us who believe in God, it makes sense that God would be more likely to do miracles where they're desperately needed. In Scripture, usually that's where miracles are more likely to occur. Now, ever since David Hume, there's been a prejudice against accepting miracle claims from the majority world. Hume said that only basically white people have ever created civilizations. He was racist, he was pro-slavery, people followed his arguments on these things, and he dismissed all miracle claims from other parts of the world as miracle claims from ignorant and barbarous peoples. That argument should not fly in today's multicultural world. And in fact, I have so many eyewitness claims from other parts of the world, including family members that I've interviewed. My wife has a PhD from the University of Paris. She's from Congo in Central Africa. Her brother also has a PhD from there in chemistry and is a professor of science. And both of them have given me eyewitness testimonies, and other people, friends of the family that I interviewed there, and in a number of other countries, including some very dramatic occurrences that I've received eyewitness testimonies of, such as cataracts instantly disappearing when people were prayed for, so that eyes went from being clouded and blind to being able to see and not being clouded immediately. And a number of reports of people being raised from the dead who, as far as anybody could tell, hadn't been breathing for a number of hours. Now, in cases like this, it's hard to explain these psychosomatically, in my opinion. Cataracts can only be removed surgically. So we have a number of accounts like this from around the world, and I think that we should be willing to listen and learn from people in other parts of the world. And yet we have some of these reports here in the United States as well. I interviewed a physician who was a cardiologist, and for 40 minutes they'd been trying to revive a man. He'd had no heartbeat, so finally they had to pronounce him dead and give up. After 6 minutes with no oxygen, even if you do revive the person, they'll have irreparable brain damage. He came back. He felt, he was a Christian, he felt led by the Spirit of God to come back and pray for the man and shock him with a paddle one more time. When they shocked him with a paddle, he immediately had a normal heartbeat again. And he recovered. He went in and was able to talk with him a few days later. His fingers, which had turned black from lack of oxygen, now were working again. Those things aren't supposed to happen, but they testify to a God who can do anything.